Hello and welcome to my big empty plot. Today we are going to be attempting the dollhouse challenge in Sims. Now, the reason I want to do this challenge is because I actually had a Victorian style dollhouse growing up and it went to my cousin when I got too old for it, and now she's too old for it, so my aunts are going to give it back to my mum, who's going to give it back to me one day. So that kind of inspired me to do today's challenge, and I've seen this challenge a bunch before. I've actually first saw this challenge on Reddit. Basically what the dollhouse challenge is it's like a house, but it's like a dollhouse. So like the front of it is open. I've seen a lot of people do cool like studio ones. So you look into like a corner of a room and there'll be like a bed on like, you know, like a floor above, and you kind of see it looks really cool. But I wanted to do it in the style of my actual dollhouse that I had growing up. And also when I was a child, I was scared that if I got real dolls in my dollhouse, they would come alive in the night and kill me. Obviously, who does not have that fear? So instead of real dolls, I had the Sylvanian family, who were like, I think they were called Sylvanian families. They were like rabbits or hedgehogs or mice. So I put a sim on this lot who is dressed up as a hamster because it has Sylvanian family energy. However, mine did not have iPhones personally. They just didn't. So let's go ahead and try and recreate my dollhouse. So my dollhouse growing up was like a 3-story dollhouse. I'm making it sound really grand. There's like a whole backstory to it that I'll talk about as we make today's build, but I just want to get the floor plans down first because I want to get this bit right so that we can do the whole dollhouse, you know? Because the way the dollhouse was like 2 rooms on each floor, like so, with a staircase in the middle, like so. And I kind of suck at staircases in Sims, so I want to like do the staircase first so that it doesn't end up like just stressing me out later. And I'm already realizing I've probably done it a little bit too big. Although if I make it higher, maybe that's gonna help. Yeah, it is. Okay. See, this is why I needed to put my thinking cap on in order to plan it out. So yeah, the dollhouse is like the stairs all stacked on top of each other, but there was like a gap at the back that let you access the like back of the stairs if you wanted to like realistically move your hedgehogs up and down the stairs. Okay, so this is looking like a more reasonable size. And obviously we also won't have this front wall because the dollhouse will be open like so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste this a bunch of times so that we have all the floors of the house. I'm hoping the stairs are gonna fit on top of each other, but knowing Sims, they probably won't. Yeah. This is not gonna work the way I want it to, is it? Wait a minute. Now I'm thinking about it. It didn't have spiral staircases. Wait 1 hot second. It would be helpful if I'd seen this dollhouse in the past 10 years, let's face it. But I think the stairs were just like that. Yeah, it was simpler. It was simpler than I'm making it out to be. Look at me thinking I had a dead fancy dollhouse with spiral staircases. I did not. That's what it looked like. But I also can't do that one either. Oh man, the problems are coming thick and fast. What I might have to do is do like a singular staircase, and then on the next floor do one at like the other side and have it like this. Although, why would you have a staircase on the top floor? You kind of wouldn't. Why can't I remember what this house looked like? I felt like it had one though, even though you couldn't use it. It had one like to go into the loft, but there wasn't a loft kind of thing. Oh well, we're just gonna do it like this. So there's your basics. I'm gonna throw the doors of the dollhouse on, which kind of come out like so. Although they'd only be as wide as the dollhouse is, which is 6 squares along. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I might do it 5 because in The Sims, diagonals are longer than crosses. I don't know why, but they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's throw a roof on top. The roof of my dollhouse was shaped like so. And I seem to remember having chimneys. I'm realizing I kind of need my mum. I need my mum because I can't truly remember this whole house, but we're gonna do the best we can. So here is our bare bones. Now the windows for the dollhouse will actually be on the doors here, and I think my dollhouse was yellow. Yeah, it was definitely yellow. So the story of that came to be of how I ended up with a dollhouse is there was like a fair at my school. There was like a prize for something. I think it was a raffle. Yeah, it was a raffle, and the prize for winning the raffle was the dollhouse. And I think I tried to like win this dollhouse, but I didn't win it, obviously. I don't win things. I'm not like a lucky person, so I rarely like actually win anything. But yeah, I must have been disappointed about not winning this dollhouse dollhouse because my mum was disappointed for me. So she was like, okay, like the dollhouse at the raffle was a fancy dollhouse. Like it was a nice dollhouse, you know, it was like an expensive dollhouse. And my mum really wanted me to have a dollhouse, but that one was kind of like very powish. So instead, her and my dad got like, you know, like the dollhouse where it's like, you can buy them where it's just unpainted, undesigned, like it's just like a white box. And then you do all the design and stuff yourself. And the light, I'm just realizing for this lot is behind. So give me a sec. I'm gonna like shift it around, even though it's gonna be facing the wrong way, just so we get the light. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, they got me like a white one and they like decorated it all themselves. And then for like my birthday, I think it was, they like presented me with this dollhouse. And it was really cool. They'd like papered the roof, painted the sides, papered and painted all of the insides here as well. Like, I just thought that was like such a nice, sweet thing to do. And now we have this nice dollhouse that you can pass down from like generation to generation, which I think is really cool as well. So my cousin was the next like girl in the family, born after me at a time when I'd have like grown out the dollhouse. We've got quite a big age gap. Crazy thing now is that that cousin is in university. So she doesn't even live at home anymore. Well, she does, she goes back, but yeah, it's like definitely time for the dollhouse to come back to me. And like if Ali and I ever have kids one day, I'd love to like redo the whole dollhouse and redesign it, like redecorate it all, repaint it all, maybe get like brick to put around the outside so that our child will have like a nice dollhouse to play with when they're younger and then pass on to their future kids. I remember the door kind of coming off the house like this and then having like a little nook to fit in here. So that when you closed it, it stayed together and then it had like a little latch as well. Did it close like this or was it a hole? No, it was definitely two halves, I think. Oh geez. When I get this dollhouse back, I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you guys so that you, because I'm forgetting what it looks like genuinely. Okay, so we've got the outside done. I'm gonna start on the inside now, and we're gonna start on the bottom floor. So my bottom floor was my kitchen and my what was it? Oh my gosh, Claire. This was a kitchen. And then this was a bedroom. This was a bathroom. No, this was a bathroom. This was a bedroom. This was like maybe like a kid's bedroom. This was like an adult's bathroom. But then would I have had two living spaces? How did I do this? Maybe this is like a casual like family room. And then this is like a traditional posh room. You know, you have tea. And it was Victorian, so it was all old school. Like, there wasn't like a little TV. Now, you can get like, I'm gonna have to show you this actually. Like, look at the stuff you can get. Look at that. Like, it has a whole like built-in American style fridge and an island and an integrated like microwave and stuff. Like, you could get kitchens like this when I was a kid. And the price of stuff as well, like £117. Like, what? So freaking expensive. Dollhouse, look at these. Look, this is like, these are beautiful kitchens. Like, hello? I'd like get my dollhouse done and it would just be like more stunning than my house. Look at that with a beautiful Belfast sink. Oh my gosh. Wow. But my stuff did not look like this. It was like, oh, sorry. I'm still blown away by these. That looks like it's an Animal Crossing or something. Look at that. This has got a rug. What the hell? Look at the like French bricks at the back. Oh my gosh. That one you can put a candle in and it's a real stove. My mind is blown. I want the dollhouse right now. I want to start making it. I'm so shocked by the price. Oh my gosh. How are these more expensive than real chairs? What is happening right now? What is happening? In my head, mine looked like this, but I don't think they did. The legs used to fall off my stuff a lot and I used to glue them back on. But I do seem to remember them looking like this. But they definitely did not cost that much. My parents were not spending £85 on a dollhouse chair. If we've kept our stuff, with inflation, it's done really well. Okay, right. Let's at least get to work decorating on what I seem to remember, because it was definitely an old school kitchen. It was honestly like this, but like these ones are real fancy. It's hard because they were miniature, so they obviously weren't as fancy as this. I definitely remember having like a big unit with all little plates on, and every time I knocked into the dollhouse a little bit, all the plates used to fall off. So I need like a cabinet. And I've also just had a brainwave. This was the kitchen. This was the dining room. By George, she's got it. We're there. Okay, so I've recreated to the best of my memory. I don't remember it being as plain as this. Like, I didn't have loads of furniture, but I definitely had a bit more than this. So let's have another play. My dollhouse didn't have electricity, so I didn't have like lights or anything. I know some dollhouses can, and it would be like something that I'd, you know, if I got my dollhouse back or when I get it back, I'd like to do that. But I'm still gonna put a light in just because it feels weird having rooms without lights in, right? And oh my gosh, yes. That's what I was missing. That right there. That's what I used to balance all my plates on, and they used to fall off every single time. I think I had stick-on paintings as well. Like old school paintings. I used to have stick-on versions of. This one's even better. It's got plates on it already. It's the wrong color. Typical. Why can't we have a color wheel? And then I'm just gonna put like a little table in the middle so I can put, you know, like the little fake bowls of food and stuff. I have like these little china plates. How am I gonna get china plates? I have to dig into the old CC for that. Oh, I've got these, which is great for this. This is very on brand as well. Yes. And yet again, my Skyrim objects save me, because now I can have loads of fake food in there. Like a whole cheese wheel. And I'm just gonna add like a little bit more clutter than what I actually had. Just because otherwise I feel like it's gonna feel really empty once I finished everything. And I don't want that to happen. I've realized I've forgotten a fridge. But I don't think I had a fridge. Maybe I did. Maybe it was like this. Yeah, that makes sense, right? And one disappointing thing is I don't think I had any plants. So as much as it pains me, I can't add plants. And you guys know that does truly pain me. Okay, so we have our little kitchen done. I know it's basic, guys, but like I said, I didn't have the poshest dollhouse in the world. And this is why as well, if we do have kids, I kind of secretly hope we have a daughter, because I remember when we were younger, I really enjoyed playing in this and like moving my little Sylvanian guys around, like doing like little, basically playing The Sims. It was like playing The Sims, but I don't remember my brother being as interested. Like he would sometimes play with it with me, but he wasn't as bothered about it, you know? But if we have kids, they might not be the same as me and Dane were. I mean, he definitely did still play it with me, but he just wasn't as invested in the stories I was telling, you know? Okay, so I moved on to the dining room. I had that big like oval table, but I've noticed in Sims there is a distinct lack of big oval tables. You either get a circle table or you get like a rectangle table. Where's my big oval tables at? That's what I want to know. There just doesn't seem to be any, which is a real shame. So I'm just gonna go for this kind of table, which is highly disappointing, but we move. And I definitely seem to remember chairs that looked similar to this. Although they were not 85 pounds a chair. Oh, like that. Yeah, they were. Okay. And what you tend to do in dollhouses, I guess, is you wouldn't necessarily put chairs here because then you can't see your dolls interacting with them. So you kind of put stuff like in this sort of situation instead. Another thing is I don't remember any of my like rooms having proper flooring. Oh, I'm desperate to see this dollhouse now, but I'm gonna put flooring in anyway because otherwise this is gonna be like super boring. So we're gonna go for this kind of flooring in here with like green stripy walls is what I would like to go for. Yeah, this has very strong like formal dining room energy. Now I can't use any of these pretty modern chandeliers because oh my gosh, that though, the old school with the modern chandelier, very chef's kiss. However, I didn't have them then. I don't think lights like that existed outside of Hollywood then. So instead, we're going to go for more traditional chandelier. I definitely had little place settings, which I remember being a pain. But what I might do is get my sim to place settings instead. That sounds way easier. Lexi Lubrush has come to put her paw in my mouth, apparently, to see what we're up to. You can actually fit in the dollhouse. How crazy is that? You smell like freshly cut grass. This needs a wash. Where have you been? What have you put in my mouth? What soil have you put in my mouth? Go back down there, little cheeky butt. And yeah, I definitely remember spending ages like carefully putting all of their like little cups and stuff in front of them. And again, immediately knocking them down every time I accidentally tapped something. I definitely had some drawers like so. All my furniture is really dark now I think about it. It was definitely like this kind of color. And we can put some of the old school paintings in now. So if I filter by Queen Anne, it's Queen Anne, isn't it? There we go. It's like these, yeah, these kind of things. I've got some of the like creepy vampires paintings as well because they feel very on brand. In fact, should I just place a massive Vlad painting in my house? Oh, Vlad, you're not the right color. We'll put some of these somewhere because they're really pretty. And then again, this is probably where it ended, but we'll add some extra stuff just to make it look a bit prettier. Okay, so our dining room is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and move upstairs into formal living room and master bedroom. So let's do the living room first. I think my living room furniture was just cream and white and the same like old school style. So I'm gonna go for like, again, I don't think my walls were painted, but I'm gonna go for a dark blue because I absolutely love this color. Our house isn't like the brightest house, so there's not a lot of rooms that let loads of light in. Otherwise, I would 100% go as dark as this because I love that color. Love it. And I want like a rug that covers most of the room. Not as big as what I was hoping for. Again, mine didn't actually have a rug, but I'm just imagining. Spicing it up a bit for you guys. In fact, I'll show you how it looked without the rug first. So it actually had the kind of furniture I never use ever in The Sims, because it's like that really old-fashioned, like your grandma lives in a country house kind of furniture. I think that's genuinely, other than like the really chunky like Sylvanian families furniture, that was kind of all that was available. I think I had like this sort of situation, but again, because it's a dollhouse, just to add interest, I'm gonna like put everything at a bit of an angle. I had an oval coffee table, but The Sims hates ovals. Why are you hating on ovals so much, Sims? This is too modern. Just like a wood oval. It's such a simple, that's a circle. Fine, okay, let's just go for this. I am defeated. And then I'm gonna put in a fireplace. Again, I don't think I had one, but it's really gonna tie the room together. Gosh, I'm now just like itching to know how it really looks. And we gotta put the big Vlad. Gotta put a vampire painting in here, because it's just, this whole dollhouse so far has very strong like vampire energy. I might just go Vlad. Let's just go for it. Let's just chuck Vlad in there. And a casserole dish, because why not? I don't think I've ever used that casserole dish before, so good as time as any, I'd say. And a tea set that's way too big, so we're gonna make it dinner done. And although I said my dollhouse had no plants, the lack of plants is starting to disturb me. It's getting to me. I'm not gonna go crazy with them, but I feel like a few plants in a house like this just sort of makes sense. So just the odd plant, just a little peck of a plant. And there we go. We've got our formal living room inspired by, I'm taking liberties a bit because it does not look as good as that, but maybe I can make it look as good as that. Although I would definitely want to go like more modern if I was ever doing this again. Like if I was making this for my real child, they're gonna be like, what the hell is an Aga? You know, they'll want like a modern kitchen, and I'd want to do it that way too. You got to do what's going to be fun for your kid at the time. I really liked the Victorian theme, but then we learned about the Victorians in school and TB, Thackeray Medical Museum, less love, I would say. Gonna do the traditional bedroom, and it was definitely this kind of a bed, which I'm excited to do. Do I do it at the back of the room or at the side? No, I'm gonna do it at the back because I'm gonna put in what I think was there. So it would have been like a traditional dresser. I think vampires is gonna be good for this room. So yeah, a few traditional bits in there. That's kind of all mine was, but now we're gonna jazz it up a little bit. So I'm thinking in this room, we go maybe like a pink. Because we've done green and blue, my faves. So let's go a bit pinker now. Or red. Yeah, red could be a vibe. I feel like darker colors. Let's stick with the darker colors for this house because it's kind of working. Carpet in this room, but then bringing that red back in with a rug. Okay, I use this rug because it kind of looks like from a distance frayed at the edge. I don't know. I like that feature. I wish there was more like big drop down lights in this game. I just want some big cool lights. Because Batu added a bunch, but like they're not that usable. Actually gonna use that one again, but at least it's in a different color. And put some like curtains, accessories around the back of the bed just to make it look like a little bit more grand. Almost forgot about the cool vampire ones. Oh my gosh, I actually had a grandfather's clock. I'm so glad I remembered that. Okay, I'm just like experimenting with putting a bit more, just because like I feel like when you're in a dollhouse, you're looking to that back wall all the time. So the back needs to be like, have a bit more to it. And I know there's no window, like usually there'd be more windows, but in a dollhouse, you don't have a back window. And I know I rely on these long curtains so much, but I really like them. These are from the Organic collection by Felixandra and Harry. I like them just for like, for something like this, just adding a bit of interest at the back. Like red kind of gets lost. And even the pattern red gets a bit lost. So I was kind of going for like a creamy look, although I do like that too, actually. It's a bit too similar to that though. My eyes are doing a bit too much like similarity. So let's go for this. And then I think we're done here. Actually, I'm gonna put like some storage just at the end of the bed, like a chest. Again, I showed you what I actually had and then how we reimagined it, which I think is fine because it would look very empty if it wasn't for me like adding a little bit of va-va-voom. Okay, and then we're gonna move upstairs to the final two rooms. So I'm gonna do the bathroom first before I do the children's room, and I'm gonna go a bit meta in the children's room, but I really remember my bathroom furniture for some reason. I think it's because it used to come apart, so I used to have to put it back in quite a lot. So I just remember it really well. So the toilet was like a long boy toilet like this, where it's got like the thing at the top. It was not gold bottom though. So let's go for like a, yeah, like that. And then it had like a proper bath, like this kind of fella right here. And I don't think it had a shower, but it did have a sink. It was like a little standalone. It was like this, but I don't know, it looked a bit bit more about it than that. Like a little porcelain, smooth, but no, it didn't have as much about it as this. So somewhere in between. This goes with the bathroom better. So let's go for that one. Or maybe we could do that actually. Yeah, maybe this will work. Because this wood, a lot of my furniture had this wood. So that kind of makes sense. And this is a huge room for 3 pieces of furniture. So we're gonna have to get quite creative here. So what I was thinking is if I put like the toilet at the back, the sink on that wall, and have the bath as like a bit of a feature. It's not gonna be easy, but you've got to get a bit creative in a dollhouse. So let's put some flooring down. I'm again gonna be taking liberties with the colors on the walls. In fact, we've already gone blue. Pink is a lot though. A pink bathroom. Can I make it work? Or do we just go safe? Nah, you know what? I didn't do pink before, so let's do pink now. I'm definitely plopping one of these down because it feels like the kind of bathroom that would have one. And why don't they have one where the gold matches that bath? Oh, Sims team and swatches. Come on! Killing me. Do a little mirror on the wall. And then I definitely had a mirror. I actually think it was in the bedroom, which kind of makes sense, right? Wait a minute. I had a console, a vanity. Hold the phone. I totally forgot about my vanity. Okay, crisis averted. We have the vanity now. This room is feeling very long and tubey, which I don't love. So, because again, it's a dollhouse, I might do the vanity at this kind of an angle, just to give it a bit more of a dollhousey feel. So I'm gonna plop mirror in here instead. To be fair, in a dollhouse, you do get to move your stuff around. That's kind of part of the appeal. And okay, I'm definitely gonna start placing things with the idea that it's a dollhouse a bit more, because things need to be accessible and visible. Did not have a toilet roll, but we'll add one anyway. And then, is it weird to put a rug in a bathroom? Just a lot of space if I don't stick a little rug in there, you know? So despite it genuinely being an absolutely terrible idea, we're gonna put a little rug. Wait, no, you do have a rug next to a shower and a bath. What am I talking about? It's fine. And what is a bathroom without some creepy portraits staring at you while you bathe and some little pink lights? Okay, I wanna see what the whole house looks like at night at the end so I can see if the lighting works, but it's looking like full. You can tell I started the first one authentically and then I'm like, I'll add a bit more. And I'll add a bit more. And then I'll add a bit more. And it's just kind of... I'm definitely expanding on my original dollhouse, but that's kind of what this is all about. I think it's fine. I also think I did the room slightly too big, but we're definitely not going to be changing that at this point. So this just takes us on to the kids' room. And we'll do the kids' room as our final room. And one of the things I really want to put in the kids' room, I definitely had like, I think 2 kids' beds, but I didn't have something I'm going to be adding, which is a dollhouse, because I don't think you can have a dollhouse creation without putting a dollhouse in the room. So I feel like we've got to have the dollhouse in there. And it's a Victorian dollhouse, which is pretty perfect. Have we done a green room? Yeah, we have. Straight away I went into the green room. The kids' beds, I think all of my furniture was a really similar color. It was all just this and the wood at the sides. So I want like the kids' version of this bed. Little posho kids' beds. Here we go. Gonna put them like so. Gonna do the kids like a really light blue, like this. Very nice and bright. Clashes with the dollhouse a bit, but I think that's okay. I'm trying to think when I'm doing this, if I was like moving my like hamster around the house, how easy would it be to place it everywhere, you know? And all the toys I'm gonna put down will have to be toys that like Victorians could play with. So Victorians could not play with Pokemon blocks. No, no, no. But they definitely had blocks then. So blocks are fine. And I'm gonna make them a bit bigger than they are usually. You're trying to play with this with your big human fingers and it's made for teeny tiny things. A bear as well. I know usually you'd have a bear facing into the room, but it's a dollhouse. So I'm gonna have the bear facing out. A pretty toy box. In fact, I'm gonna put the blocks here so you can see them. I'm gonna just like put some cute decorations in here to make it feel really childlike. And also things that I think creepy Victorian children would have in their rooms. Like giant stuffed giraffes that were probably real stuffed giraffes because Victorians loved that stuff. This cute steamboat that their dad probably used to like pillage the new world. Oh, hey Beans. Beans wants to come join. On you go, Papa. When I posted about Evie's birthday, you guys were saying you miss seeing Evie in videos. So Evie, come here, Papa. Come say hello to everyone. Look at you. You look gorgeous. You're so... She's tired from a walk. You smell like soil too. What have you kids been doing? Digging tunnels? I'm gonna pop a little scarf hanging over the end of the bed. Nice. I think, oh, a rug. That's one thing. Okay. I think when you get rugs in dollhouses, you literally stick them to the floor. Like you peel off the back and stick them down. When we redecorate this dollhouse that I've now decided is definitely happening, we need to get some stick-on rugs because the house looks incomplete without rugs. And the last thing you want to do is place all your furniture, like painstakingly put it all down. And then afterwards, you have to pick it up and put a rug down because you forgot, you know? Oh, perfect. Nice. And I'm finding that usually I like doing like haphazard rugs, but like it doesn't really work in a dollhouse. Maybe we do it here so it's like a play area rug. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. And I think my Victorian dollhouse is all done. There is one thing I seem to remember, which is a little window on the roof. So let's just nip on and chuck one of those on real quick. Like this kind of fella, you know? Again, I might be just making that up, but I'd want to put one on just for a little bit of design pizzazz. I'm wondering if I can do... Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. If I do like a roof like this, and I pull it up and then do like a little curvy sort of... Yeah, that's what I wanted. Just like a little lip. So if you imagine when the dollhouse closes, it looks a little bit more complete. And then the final thing I'm going to do, I know I've said that like 17 million times now, but where is this? Where is this? Oh, there it is. Okay. This organic is like one of my favorite little pieces of CC ever because my dollhouse had these. I'm making it bigger because I just think if you're doing a dollhouse, things tend to be a bit bigger, don't they? My dollhouse had these on the edges. So... with the help of the organic pack, probably my favorite CC pack ever, along with Skyrim food, I can add these to the side and just, it makes it look way more finished. Plus, super common in British builds. Okay, so look at that. Look at that compared to, that looks way better. There we go. My childhood Victorian dollhouse is complete. It needs to sit on my chest of drawers, which is where it used to live. Actually, no, it was like, you know, the little IKEA MDF, like little, it's like a little thing with the things at the side and the dollhouse was on top and then my teddy bear was underneath it. But yeah, this was my childhood dollhouse. Let me know what you guys think. If you also had a dollhouse of your own, please let me know. If any of you guys like saw some of the furniture I placed and you're like, oh, no freaking way, I think we had the same dollhouse furniture, please let me know. I'm so excited to get this dollhouse back. I might even use this as a guide, but I want to use those really cool modern kitchens that we saw at the beginning of the video. Modernify the whole thing up. Ali and I work together and we can put some like electricity in it. Maybe paper it and put some like little carpets and stick on rugs and stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. I want to see what it looks like at nighttime. Does it look like, oh, it looks so cozy. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, there we go. And like I said, my dollhouse did not have electricity. I don't think my dollhouse had floorings or wallpapers either. But if it did, this is how I imagine it would looking. And part of a dollhouse is your imagination. Like you get given a base, but as a child, I think one of the reasons I'm struggling to remember it outside of like a few pieces of furniture is because my imagination would have filled in all the gaps of like how this house looks. So even if like the bathroom only had 3 things in it, I would have imagined it being a completely full room full of stuff. So it's kind of nice to do this and kind of show what it looked like in my imagination, even if it didn't look like that in real life. So let me know what you guys think. If you had a dollhouse, I encourage you to give this a go because I actually found it a really enjoyable, nostalgic filled experience. And I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.